Sports Today's morning news wrap. I'm Siddharth Gulati and I'm going to bring you all the latest updates that made the headlines on different newspapers and on various digital platforms. So, as always, as it has been a usual drill, let's just begin with some cricket news. And it's a big day as far as the Indian cricket team and its fans are concerned. They resumed their ODI journey and they are going to take on England in the opening ODI of the three-match series in Nagpur. So the first ODI is going to take place today at Nagpur, second ODI at Cuttack, and the third and final ODI could possibly be a decider. And at the very same time, it could see the return of a certain Jasprit Bumrah also. Although there is no confirmation whether he's going to take part in the three-match ODI series or not, but then India would really hope that Jasprit Bumrah does feature in the third and final ODI of the series at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad. So let's see how things really go. But then at Nagpur, there were two important news points that Rohit Sharma pretty much said in the pre-match press conference. Number one, he refused to clarify any reports on his retirement, and that's what Rohit Sharma said to a reporter, that this is an important time for the Indian cricket team here. He would rather focus on the three ODIs versus England and the Champions Trophy rather than clarify any reports or rumors about his international future. So the focus is definitely for India and Rohit Sharma on winning the Champions Trophy. And secondly, the most important second news point is that India are likely to persist with KL Rahul as their keeper batter in the upcoming in the three ODIs against England. One thing that Rohit Sharma said specifically in the press conference was that he likes the way both Rahul and Pant have gone about their business in international cricket, but then India would really want to make sure that they have some continuity in their playing 11 as far as the ODI setup is concerned. So a big day, and let's see how things really go for the Indian cricket team at Nagpur here. Secondly, sticking to some more Indian cricket news as far as the Champions Trophy goes, there are going to be no Indian match officials at the Champions Trophy that's going to begin on February 19. There were two names there who could have possibly made it to the 8-team tournament. Number one is the umpire Nitin Menon, and secondly Javagal Srinath, former India pace bowler and now a highly respected match referee. Well, they and the ICC have mutually agreed that Nitin Menon and Javagal Srinath are not going to take any cricketing assignments in Pakistan. And as far as India's matches go, in Dubai are concerned, that's where they are going to require, the ICC are going to require neutral match officials. So there'll be no role for Menon and Javagal Srinath in India's matches, and they will actually not be traveling to Pakistan, and have mutually agreed with the ICC for the same. So no Indian match officials in the 8-team tournament. Remember, in Champions Trophy, India placed alongside host Pakistan, Bangladesh and New Zealand. February 20, 23rd, and in the first week of March, there's going to be India's last group stage match. So sticking to some more cricket news here, that West Indies have finalized their 2025 cricketing schedule. They are going to play a total of three test matches against Australia. That's going to begin later this year in June, and it's going to be a home series for West Indies. And it's probably going to be shortly after the World Test Championship final, wherein Australia will take on South Africa at Lord's. And after that, West Indies will also play some limited overs assignments versus Bangladesh. They're going to be a matches in ODIs and T20I format. Secondly, they're also going to play an all format series against New Zealand, which will comprise of a total of two test matches and a few ODIs and T20Is. And after that, they are also going to face India in a two-match test series that's going to be an away assignment for the Windies. And as far as the Australian series goes, it's going to be the first full-time assignment of Darren Semi as the head test coach of the West Indies cricket team here. They are basically going to have a new test coach now, and Darren Semi in the way he has gone about his business in the ODI and the T20I format of coaching West Indies, he would want to replicate his performances in the long format of the game too. More cricket news here that Sri Lanka have opted to bat in the second and final test of the two-match series against Australia in Galle. Sri Lanka lost the opening test by a massive margin, and which made sure that they cannot really get their hands on the Vaughan Muralidharan trophy. Australia have retained it, but then this is going to be Sri Lanka's final chance to draw level in the series, while Australia, they would really want to make sure that they achieve their first series win, a first test series win in Sri Lanka for the first time in since 2011. So that's about it as far as the most important updates are concerned. Now let's just see, what the newspapers really have to say. And I have, finally a newspaper in my hand. There's no mic today, obviously, because the morning wrap is being done from home. Former world number one tennis player Simona Halep has announced her retirement. Then Ashley Gardner is going to be Gujarat Giants' captain in the Women's Premier League, something that a story was done on Sports Today. You can check that out. Then the Mumbai versus Haryana Ranji Trophy quarterfinal has been shifted to Kolkata from Lahili to Kolkata, while Shrivalli and Ria have entered the quarters in Mumbai as far as the Mumbai Open is concerned, the tournament. And that's pretty much, I think, about it. That the world body has slammed interference by Indian Olympic Association in Indian Golf Union polls. So that's about it as far as the important news is concerned. Let's just take a couple of comments before we wrap things up. Freaking Awesome says that England had only one ODI series win in India. It was 40 years back in 1984. Yes, their limited overs form in India isn't really up to the mark at all. Freaking Awesome also says that excluding semi-final and final of CT, India will play 15 ODIs in 2025. Yes. Newcastle win versus Arsenal, embarrassing, another opportunity lost by Sachin Kashyap. And last but not the least, by freaking awesome, Temba Bavuma hasn't hit any international turn outside South Africa. All his tests and ODI turns came at home. Will he hit his first ever overs? I think it's possible. If you're going to play on the roads of Pakistan, there's a good chance that batters who aren't really in the best of their forms, they might just get they might just regain their best touch on those pitches. Let's see. First of all, more than hitting an overseas ODI century, Temba Bavuma would rather be focused on leading an inexperienced squad in the first ODI of the Tri-Series against Pakistan and New Zealand. Most of the South African players will not be taking any part in that Tri-Series because they are going to be a regular feature in the ongoing SAT20 tournament. At some stage, South Africa will have the likes of Keshav Maharaj and Henrik Klaasen, but apart from that, any other regular players like Aiden Markram, then there is Rassie van der Dussen, David Miller, they will not feature for them in the Tri-Series. So stay tuned to Sports Today as we'll bring you all the latest updates and analysis from the sporting world. And don't go anywhere because very shortly we are going to be live with the toss update of the India versus England opening ODI. There's going to be a proper discussion in the mid-match also, and then obviously as the match finishes we will have a full panel discussing what really transpired throughout the match. So until then, it's Siddharth Gulati saying goodbye, and we'll be back very shortly.